2 years of marriage filled with love, care, and dreams of a family. But one unexpected encounter on a deserted street turns the protagonist's life upside down. She was the perfect wife. Or was she just pretending? Changed passwords, unexpected trips, strange requests. Everything that once seemed insignificant suddenly pieces together into a terrifying picture. How far would you go for the truth? When lies become unbearable, it's time to make a move from which there's no turning back. Hello, my friend. I'm so glad you stopped by my channel. If it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, as every like truly inspires me. Please tell me which city and country you watched this video from. Now let's get started. It's been 2 years since I married Scarlet. We first met at work, both already well into our 30s, and over time, our professional rapport transformed into something deeper. From early on, Scarlet spoke openly about wanting a family. After we tied the knot, she made the choice to leave her job and take on the role of homemaker full-time. She embraced that life with remarkable enthusiasm. Every task, no matter how small, laundry, cleaning, organizing, she approached with energy and genuine joy. Seeing how naturally she settled into it made me feel incredibly grateful. Our life had found a comfortable rhythm, and I felt at peace. We both dreamed of becoming parents. I shared in her anticipation, her vision of that next step. Yet, time kept slipping by. 2 years later, we were still childless. At first, I didn't worry much. A part of me thought it was good to enjoy the early stages of our marriage without the pressures of raising children. So I didn't press the issue. Then came an evening that would quietly rearrange everything. Some colleagues decided to throw an impromptu end-of-year party, and I was invited. With little notice, I called Scarlet to check in. I apologized for the abrupt change and asked if she was okay with me joining them. She was gracious and encouraging, even cheerful, told me to have a great time, and offered to make something for me to eat when I got back. That moment struck me all over again. How kind and thoughtful she could be. I felt deeply lucky to be her husband. After the gathering, I opted to walk home from the station. The streets were quiet, and I let my thoughts drift. That's when something happened that stopped me in my tracks. On the opposite sidewalk, I saw Scarlet. She wasn't alone. A man I didn't recognize was walking beside her. They were holding hands, laughing. There was a closeness between them that hit me like a punch. Without thinking, I stepped back into the shadows beside a bus shelter and watched, my heart hammering in my chest. As I stood there, invisible and still, fragments started piecing themselves together. Scarlet knew my schedule down to the minute, a leftover instinct from our days working together. Lately, though, she'd been asking oddly specific things about my arrival times. I'd noticed her attention to her phone had increased too. When I brought it up, she dismissed it with a smile, said she was just playing a game. But seeing her now, strolling beside this stranger, everything clicked into place. I felt nauseated. It couldn't be clearer. She was involved with someone else. I burned with the urge to confront her right then and there, but a sliver of doubt held me back. What if I was wrong? What if this wasn't what it looked like? I told myself to wait. I needed certainty. That opportunity came not long after. One night, Scarlet left her phone on the living room table before heading off to take a bath. The tension I'd been carrying finally erupted. I knew it wasn't right, invading her privacy, but I had to know. I picked up the phone and opened her messages. There it was. She hadn't even tried to hide it. The conversation with the man was unmistakably romantic, filled with words that belonged only to lovers. I scrolled through photos of them together, smiling, relaxed, in each other's arms. What hurt the most was their upcoming plan, a spa weekend to celebrate the 1-year mark of their relationship. It was set for the next week. Everything I thought I understood about our marriage started to dissolve. The happiness we'd shared felt counterfeit. Quietly, I captured screenshots of the messages and pictures. Then I returned the phone exactly to where it had been. That night, sleep escaped me. I lay in silence, haunted by betrayal. I wasn't sure what I was feeling, only that I was overwhelmed by it. A couple of days later, Scarlet brought up a trip she had scheduled for Wednesday. She said she was going to visit an old university friend, Rachel. But I already knew. This was the same getaway she had planned with him. I concealed what I knew, nodded supportively, and encouraged her to enjoy herself. Beneath my calm exterior, I was seething. It wasn't just her I was angry with, it was also myself. How had I been so oblivious? That day, I decided to hire a private investigator to get undeniable proof. When Wednesday arrived, Scarlet was up early, full of excitement. She left the house with a smile. I had quietly taken the day off work and planned to distract myself with games, but my mind was elsewhere. Later that morning, I got a text from her. Made it safely. It's been forever since I saw Rachel. So good to catch up. Her lies came so easily. She was likely lying in a hotel bed beside him while she sent it. I responded as though nothing was amiss, wished her well, told her to enjoy herself. I even joked, "Don't worry, I won't cheat on you," the irony thick in my throat. Pretending not to know was agonizing. The following morning, she messaged again. "Morning, hope you're eating okay. My credit card isn't working. Can you send me some money?" That was it. The charade had reached its end. I had already taken action. I'd blocked the card. I answered bluntly, "It's not working because I disabled it. I won't be sending you money. Maybe ask the guy you're with." Her reply was swift, defensive. "What are you talking about? I told you, I'm with Rachel. I can't ask her for money. Why are you doing this? Did you max out the card or something?" She was trying to flip the script, make me the one in the wrong. I stayed calm and replied, "No, that's not what happened." She doubled down, her messages sharp and accusing. "Why are you acting this way? Are you okay? This isn't like you. You're being irrational." I let out a bitter laugh. The absurdity was overwhelming. "You're the one acting strange," I wrote. "Do you even realize what you're doing? Who are you really with right now?" There was a long silence. Then her reply came, uncertain, stumbling. "I've already told you. I'm with Rachel," I said again, keeping my voice even. "We had lunch before the wedding, remember? That's when I got her number. I even called her earlier today to wish her a fun trip with you, and she had no clue what I was talking about." A long, suffocating silence followed on the other end of the line. Finally, Scarlet spoke, her voice subdued and hesitant. "I'm sorry," she murmured. "I should have told the truth. I came alone. I didn't want you to worry, so I lied and said I was with Rachel," she added. "I'm really sorry." But the apology rang empty. The damage has already taken root. "I already know everything," I said, my tone calm but resolute. Without giving her a chance to respond, I ended the call. I grabbed the suitcase I had packed earlier, took one last look around the home we'd built together, and walked out without turning back. That same evening, I met with the private investigator I'd hired weeks before. He handed me a folder, thick with evidence. I paid him, thanked him, and left, feeling strangely numb, a mix of closure and sorrow settling in. Not long after, my phone rang again. It was Scarlet. Her voice was frantic. "Aaron, where are you? I just got back and all your stuff is gone. Why are there divorce papers on the table?" Though her panic was clear, I stayed calm. "I've moved out," I told her. "I signed a lease on a new place. Please send the signed papers to my parents' address. There's nothing left to talk about." At first, she sounded lost. Then her tone shifted into anger. She accused me of blindsiding her, claimed I hadn't given her a chance to explain. She even threatened legal action, saying she'd see me in court. Her voice then softened, tired and bitter. "You really think I didn't know about your affair?" she spat. "I saw what you left in that envelope." I heard the rustle of papers as she opened it. "He's just a former business partner," I replied, voice cool. He helped me a lot professionally, and when he invited me to dinner, I didn't see a reason to decline. Where did you get those photos? Were you spying on me? She snapped, but her defensiveness was almost pathetic. That's enough, Scarlet, I said, my voice firm. I don't even know if anything you told me was ever real. I saw you with him, recently. That's what made me go through your phone. I've known for a while. I hired someone to confirm it. There's nothing left to hide. I even spoke to your parents, I continued. They were ashamed. You owe them an apology, too. There was a beat of silence. Then, disbelief crept into her voice. You talked to my parents? Why wouldn't you come to me first? I didn't think you were capable of this, I answered simply. Her anger didn't shake me. You're right, I said. We should end this. If he's who you want, I hope he gives you what you're looking for. Weeks passed. I was slowly adjusting to a quieter life, one with more peace and fewer lies. But Scarlet wasn't done. She called again, this time her words laced with fury. Because of you, his wife found out everything. She took the kids and left him. Now his whole family knows. A grim sense of justice stirred in me. Maybe now that his wife knows, the two of you can finally be together, I said flatly. Her voice turned desperate, trembling. That was the plan. But now he says he can't leave her. He doesn't even want to talk to me anymore. Why did it have to get this far? It was surreal, hearing her come to me for comfort. He chose his family, Scarlet, I said. Her family's got money. That's what it really comes down to. She tried to pivot. Aaron, I know I said terrible things, but I miss you. Can't we try again? Even now, she couldn't see past herself. No, I said, ice in my voice. I have no interest in repeating any of it. My lawyer already reached out. Sign the papers. From now on, direct everything through him. She fell silent, and in that quiet, I ended the call. This story has come to an end. Betrayal always leaves a mark, not only on the life of the one who was deceived, but also on the soul of the one who betrayed. Lies may seem convenient, but sooner or later, the truth comes to light, shattering trust that is so difficult to rebuild. This story is a reminder that relationships are built on honesty and respect. Without sincerity, they are doomed to fall apart. Most importantly, self-respect should be greater than the fear of losing someone. Sometimes walking away is not a defeat, but the only path to a new, more honest life. What's your opinion? Share it in the comments, my friend. And if you like this story, check out other exciting videos on my channel. I'll say goodbye until the next video. See you.